20 brand new games, fresh announcements, official trailers just dropped, and some of these reveals are absolutely insane. From surprise sequels and jaw-dropping indies to the return of fan-favorite legends, we're counting down the top 20 newly announced games that should be on your radar right now. Some of these are launching sooner than you think, others are massive AAA blockbusters you won't believe are real. Stick around until the very end, because our number one pick changes everything for the next generation of gaming. This is 20 brand new games that just got announced. Let's get started. 20. Hiragami. Kicking off our list is Hiragami, a 3D action platformer that looks like it was folded straight out of a dream. Imagine running, flipping, and fighting through a world made entirely of origami, then transforming into paper animals to survive the madness. Revealed at the June State of Play and set to launch September 3rd on PS5, this one already has indie fans buzzing. The big question? Is the folding mechanic just for clever traversal, or will it carry some real combat depth? Either way, it's sharp, stylish, and totally unique. And if a paper folding adventure sounds wild, just wait until you see Puzzle Bliss leveled up in our next pick. 19. Luminous Arise. Sliding into the countdown at number 19 is Luminous Arise, the return of the cult classic puzzle series that defined chill gaming for a generation. This isn't just a remaster, it's a brand new entry, built from the ground up with over 30 stages and even optional PSVR 2 support for full immersion. It dropped its state of play with a later this year release window, and fans are already debating one huge change: the new burst mechanic. Will it break that hypnotic flow state that made Luminous a legend, or take the series to the next level? Either way, the beats are back, but don't get too comfortable, because up next we're going from Zen Block Bliss to full contact kart chaos. 18. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. At number 18, Sega is going all in with Sonic Racing Crossworlds, their biggest Sonic racer ever. Forget just Green Hill Zone. This time you're drifting across land, sea, space, and even other franchises. The roster is already having fans going wild, with teases like Hatsune Miku, Persona's Joker, and plenty more on the way. It's locked in for September 25th, 2025, straight out of Summer Game Fest, and the hype is very real. But here's the catch: fans are split. Will it handle more like the beloved All-Stars Racing, or lean too far into a kart feel? That debate could define the game's legacy. And if breakneck speed gets your heart racing, get ready to slow things down, because prehistoric management might surprise you next. 17. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Number 17 stomps onto the list with Jurassic World Evolution 3, the next big leap in dino park management. This time, it's not just about cages and fences. You're building parks across generations, carrying your progress and choices forward in ways the series has never tried before. With over 80 species, new multi-gen systems, and none other than Ian Malcolm returning as narrator, it's shaping up to be the most ambitious entry yet. Frontier set the release window for October 21st, 2025 during Summer Game Fest, and fans are already asking the eternal question: will the AI finally stop turning every raptor pen into chaos? From dinosaurs to demons and parkour, the next one gets downright brutal. 16. Dying Light the Beast. Sliding into number 16 is Dying Light the Beast, a standalone story that puts Kyle Crane back in the spotlight. This isn't just more of the same. It's louder, meaner, and faster, with a brand new villain known as only the Baron pulling the strings. Techland dropped the reveal during Summer Game Fest, locking in an August 22nd, 2025 release date, and fans instantly lit up the forums. The biggest buzz? Nobody can agree where this fits in the timeline, sparking fan theories and debates that are almost as wild as the game's parkour combat. And if you crave blades and bosses, the Souls-like charts are calling. 15. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. At 15, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers soars into the spotlight with a brutal twist on Ming Dynasty myth. This is a dark Souls-like from Lindsay Games, where plague-ridden monsters stalk every shadow and every clash feels like a fight for survival. Revealed with a fresh hands-on showcase at Summer Game Fest, it's officially locked for July 23, 2025. Fans are already debating whether it leans too close to Sekiro and Elden Ring in its pacing, or if it can carve out an identity of its own in the crowded Souls-like arena. But enough steel and feathers, it's time to swap combat for strategy with a legendary name. 14. Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. Taking the 14th spot is the return of a true strategy legend, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. Long hailed as the GOAT of tactical RPGs, this enhanced re-release brings full voice acting, a slick modern UI, and even new accessibility options like the easier Squire mode. It was unveiled at State of Play with a September 30th release date, and the fanbase instantly split into two camps. Some are thrilled to finally relive Ramses' saga in a polished format, while others worry about balance tweaks turning this classic into more of a reimagining than a pure remaster. Either way, the chessboard of Ivalice is back, and sharper than ever. But from grid-based wars to gridirons? Not quite. It's spies first. Lucky number 13 brings us 007 First Light, a bold new take on James Bond from the masters of stealth at IO Interactive. Instead of adapting the movies, this is a completely original origin story, a chance to see how Bond earned his license to kill. Built as a third-person action adventure and teased at State of Play, it's heading to PS5 next year with massive expectations riding on it. The burning question: how much of Hitman's DNA will sneak its way into Bond's toolkit? Will we get the slow, methodical infiltration IOI is known for, or a flashier, action-focused version of 007? Prefer capes to tuxedos? Then Marvel's about to step into the ring. Coming in at number 12 is a crossover nobody saw coming: Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Arc System Works, the studio behind Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Z Fighters, is teaming up with Marvel and PlayStation Studios for a brand new 2-on-2 fighter. Revealed during State of Play, it promises flashy tag team combat with a control scheme that welcomes newcomers without losing the depth hardcore fans demand. The hype is already off the charts, but so are the expectations, especially for the online experience. After Guilty Gear Strive set the standard with rollback netcode, fans won't settle for anything less here. From comic book panels to puppets and pirates, the seas are calling in our next entry. 11. Sea of Remnants. At 11, we dive into the strange seas of Sea of Remnants, an oceanic action RPG that looks unlike anything else revealed at State of Play. You'll command puppet folk crews, upgrade your ship, and return to a living hub city called Orptopia that evolves based on your choices. The art style is already splitting the community. Some call it a charming storybook look, while others think it's a little too toy-like for a serious RPG. Either way, the blend of exploration, customization, and narrative branching has made this one to watch closely. And speaking of style, it's time to get weird and wild in our next entry. 10. Romeo is a Dead Man. Breaking into the top 10 is pure grasshopper madness. Romeo is a Dead Man is a brand new IP from Sudas 51 Studio, and if the trailer's anything to go by, it's time-bending, gun and blade chaos at its finest. You play as an FBI agent caught between life and death, unraveling a surreal story that only Grasshopper could dream up. Revealed at State of Play and set to launch next year, it's already sparking debates. Will this lean into the eerie, experimental Killer 7 vibe, or bring back the over-the-top swagger of No More Heroes? Whatever direction it takes, it's bound to be unforgettable. That was surreal, but the next one is double fine otherworldly. 9. Keeper. Crashing in at number 9 is Keeper, the latest mind-bending adventure from Double Fine. This trippy third-person journey throws you into a cosmic mystery full of surreal landscapes, strange beings, and that signature Double Fine flavor of weird. It was revealed as a world premiere at the Xbox Showcase, with an October 17th release date already locked, and yes, it's hitting Game Pass on day one. The big debate right now? Whether this will be another story-first ride like Psychonauts, or if Double Fine is packing in some deeper mechanics to keep players hooked beyond the narrative. But if cosmic mystery isn't your jam and you'd rather build, craft, and survive, the backyard just got way bigger. 8. Grounded 2. At number 8, Obsidian isn't just shrinking us down again, they're leveling the whole backyard up. Grounded 2 takes the survival crafting formula and dials it into a suburban wilderness playground, complete with new biomes, expanded base building, and yes, rideable buggies to cruise through the grass like it's Mad Max for ants. Revealed at the Xbox Showcase, the sequel kicks off its game preview and early access run on July 29th, this time with co-development help from Eidos Montreal. Players are buzzing about how the devs will balance all the quality of life upgrades without taking away the raw survival tension that made the first game click. But enough ants and aphids, it's time to swap blades of grass for blades of steel, and a few sharp kunai. At number 7, the Master Ninja is finally back. Ninja Gaiden 4 slices into near-future Tokyo with obliteration techniques that feel sharper and bloodier than ever. Team Ninja showed off fresh gameplay at the Xbox Showcase, locking in an October 21st launch. And yes, it's hitting day one on Game Pass, with PS5 and Steam joining the fight too. Fans are fired up, but also debating its direction, especially with Ragebound, a separate 2D spin-off launching alongside it. Does the mainline entry keep the high-speed, high-skill combat DNA intact, or is this a new era of ninja carnage altogether? But if blades aren't enough, get ready, because next up, it's bots, time travel, and pure sci-fi mayhem. 6. Clockwork Revolution. Sliding into number 6, it's a game where every gear you turn could break the future. Clockwork Revolution just dropped a fresh deep dive at the Xbox Showcase, spotlighting how your choices can literally rewrite a steampunk city's history. It's not just about flashy brass aesthetics, the systems run deep. Crafting, combat, and a branching narrative that reacts to how you tamper with time means no two runs will feel the same. Sure, the IP isn't brand new, but this showcase revealed mechanics that reignited hype and reminded fans why In Exile is known for pushing RPG boundaries. And if bending time feels heavy, how about something lighter, brighter, and brand new, straight from the minds at Game Freak? 5. Beast of Reincarnation. At number 5, Game Freak is stepping out of its pokey comfort zone. Beast of Reincarnation is the studio's brand new creature action game, but this time, no Pokeballs, no gyms, no trainers. Revealed during the Xbox Partner Spotlight, details are still scarce beyond the name and its dark fantasy premise. That hasn't stopped fans from speculating. Is it a monster-raising action RPG or something more experimental? The big question hovering over this one is simple. Can Game Freak truly land a hit when they leave Pikachu at home? And if that tease wasn't enough, brace yourself, because the next game dives headfirst into indie blood magic and epic brutal ambition. 4. The Blood of Dawnwalker. Cracking the top 4, here's one dripping with style. The Blood of Dawnwalker debuted in the Xbox Showcase Partner Reel, giving us a first glimpse of a vampiric action RPG that leans hard into mood and atmosphere. Slick combat snippets, gothic architecture, and a mysterious anti-hero have fans buzzing, but also digging for clues about the developer behind it. With so little revealed, speculation ranges from hidden AA gem to next indie cult hit. Either way, its aura is undeniable. But just when you think things can't get darker, the list takes a sharp left turn into a licensed brawler nobody saw coming. 3. Invincible VS. At number 3, step into the blood-soaked panels of Skybound's hit comic. Invincible VS was a surprise reveal at the Xbox Showcase, coming from new studio Quarter Up. It promises bone-crunching, city-shattering brawls straight out of Omni-Man's universe. Fans are already debating whether this leans closer to an arena party fighter or a full-on competitive FGC experience. Either way, brutal finishers seem guaranteed, and the carnage looks like it'll make Mortal Kombat blush. 2 more remain, and one of them is a stealth VR throwback that's bound to make old-school fans raise their eyebrows. 2. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow, PSVR 2. Sliding into second place, the shadows just got a lot deeper. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow is a full PSVR 2 exclusive reimagining of the classic stealth series, announced during State of Play. You'll sneak through the city like never before, dousing torches with a puff of breath, leaning around corners, and ghosting guards in total immersion. The biggest question circling right now? How smooth the motion comfort will be, and whether the series' legendary stealth fidelity can truly translate to VR. And at number 1, we close with the big wartime reveal. 1. Call of Duty Black Ops 7. At the very top, we've got the juggernaut. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is set in 2035, blending psychological warfare with near-future tech, and for the first time in the franchise's history, a fully playable co-op campaign. It was world premiered at the Xbox Showcase, confirmed as cross-platform and hitting day 1 on Game Pass. Zombies fans? The Dark Aether arc continues with fresh chaos. Debates are already raging. Is this the bold shakeup the series needs, or just another lap in the annual cycle? And yes, the community is dissecting every frame of Mason's return. And that's the list. 20 of the biggest, boldest, and strangest games still to come in 2025. From AAA juggernauts to wild indie experiments, this year is stacked across every genre. The real question? Which one's got you the most hyped? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm curious if it's the obvious heavy hitters, or if one of those deep cuts like Keeper or The Blood of Dawnwalker grabbed your attention. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming deep dives, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next countdown. 2025 isn't just loaded, it's legendary in the making.